Hi, this is Linda Vitti from Linda Vitti's Life Coaching and Counseling, and I'm here to talk to you today about self-talk. Now, self-talk is one of the most important things that you can do personally to change how you think and how you feel. Because if you are talking negatively to yourself internally, it is affecting your thinking and it is affecting your feelings. So if you look in the mirror and you're going, oh, I look terrible, or if you make a mistake and you say, oh, I'm so stupid, or if you look at a situation and always are telling yourself what you did wrong, that can be considered negative self-talk. Now, how do we develop this negative self-talk? Well, a lot of times it is rooted in childhood. If your parent talk negatively to you, if you were raised with an abusive parent or a narcissistic parent or a parent who was extremely negative and critical, then you hear their voice. As you grow up, you hear the voice and it stays with you. It's kind of like you're absorbing it. And as you grow, if you don't change that, what happens is as a teenager and as a young adult, you start internalizing that voice and you actually take on the parental voice and do it to yourself. And, I have adults come to me and say, well, I don't understand why I talk to myself this way. Well, that's the reason. That's how it develops. So what can we do to change negative self-talk? Well, if it was programmed into you, like a tape recorder almost, then you have to erase and re-record. Well, how do you erase and re-record? Well, every time you have that negative self-talk, you've got to catch yourself. You have to, first of all, become aware. Number one is to become aware. Become aware every time you do it. The second thing you need to do is take that negative statement and then turn it around into a positive statement. Say if you looked in the mirror and said, oh, I look terrible today. You can look in the mirror and say, I look good. I look okay. I did my best getting ready. I did the best I could, and I'm going to go out and have a great day. So you take that negative and you turn it around to a positive, and you've got to say that positive to yourself. And I hear this a lot of time from people. Well, I don't believe the positive. I don't care, okay? I don't care if you don't believe it yet. You will eventually. When you first heard the negative, you believed it because it came from someone you trusted, and that became your truth. It wasn't necessarily true, but you still believed it. So I'm asking you to do that in reverse. Take the positive, and even if you don't absolutely believe it, keep saying it out loud. One day it will click and you will go, you know what? I do look good. You know what? I am going to have a good day. You know what? I don't have to beat up on myself anymore. It will just somehow one day click if you continue to do this. So we're becoming aware. We're taking that negative and we're turning into a positive. And then number 3 is we're practicing. We're practicing that self-talk. Every single time you have to catch yourself, turn it around, and then practice it. And that re-records the tapes and gets you going in a positive direction. Because what you don't understand is that negative self-talk is going a mile a minute internally in you. No one else hears it but you. And the things you say to yourself and the way it makes you feel and the way it makes you think and even sometimes behave can be very detrimental. It's almost like, what is the word I'm looking for? Self-flagellation, where you're going like this to yourself all the time. You're beating yourself up. And I want you to be going like this. I want you to be going, yay, I'm your best cheerleader. Yay, I'm your best cheerleader. Not, I'm killing myself. I'm beating myself up. So we got to be our own best cheerleader. We're cheering now. We're taking that stick that we used to beat ourselves up and we're making it a baton to cheer ourselves on. Because if you don't become your own best friend, if you don't heal that inner child that was criticized, if you don't do that work, it is going to impact you negatively. I promise you. It's one of the most important things you can do for yourself. It's one of the most important tools you can give yourself. So, I also have a video on inner child work. So becoming your own best friend and doing inner child work goes hand in hand. So that's another video you may want to take a look at. Number one, we're becoming aware of our negative self-talk. Number two is we're taking that negative statement and we're turning it around into a positive. And number three is we're practicing it over and over. Another good tool you can use for practice is Google affirmations, and find affirmations that really speak to you and copy them down, and once a day go in front of a mirror and say them out loud. I know it sounds silly, I know it sounds goofy, but I promise you it works. So try doing that as well, okay? And if you're really struggling with this, please reach out to me. Message me on Messenger. I will respond. Find me on Facebook or Instagram. Subscribe, please, to our YouTube channel. We have new videos coming out pretty much every week or a couple times a week. And we'll connect, okay? So anyway you need help, reach out. So I'm Linda Vitti from Linda Vitti's Life Coaching and Counseling, and we'll see you next time. God bless.